Hey everybody, Slay here. Just thought I'd share some gameplay I just had. I was taking out my LA-15 and look who I am facing. I am facing Oliviaco, who is number 1 in win percentage and number 4 in damage to ground, and Green Bay, who is number 1 in games played and number 6 in damage to ground. These are two amazing GA players, absolutely top of their game, and I get the distinct pleasure in facing them while in my LA-15 with DM in his 262 HG3, and they are both in ground attack aircraft. So definitely my blood's pumping at this point because yeah, it's definitely a flight you don't want to see. So definitely not gonna have the best game that I usually have. But one of the things I've always preached and I can live by is you don't want to give up when you don't want to be a defeatist before you even get into the game. There's nothing worse than coming across a teammate who gives up as soon as the game starts just because of who they're facing, right? We're all humans. We're all people. I don't know. Liviaco might be a robot, but you never know. I don't know if it's Olivia KO or Liviaco, so if they ever catch this clip and they want to correct me, please have at it. But anyways, I'm in the LA-15, which is the tier 10 Russian fighter, and wow, I love this thing. It's got 323s, same as the Yak-30. It's got really good altitude performance, decent climb, decent speed. It's just a really decently average plane. It's kind of like the F-86, but for the Russians. Definitely plays a little bit better than the Yak-30 in this game. Wasn't able to use it to its fullest just because of the things that I'm facing, and I'll be talking about that as we go. So we got that command center fairly early, and one of the things I noticed was that our airfield was not taken yet, and they had split up. One went command center and one went airfield, so it definitely put the pressure on early. And yeah, we were already down pretty hefty amount. Nothing like being down in points early on, but it's still super early. So you just got to do what you got to do, right? So I have my first run-in with this key here, and oof, I don't know about you guys, but keys are really annoying at tier 10. They might not look like much, but they are just tiny, and if they train those 30s on you, it is just a nightmare. But another thing that I've noticed that I faced a lot here was the MiG-15s, the MiG-15 BIS, which, again, super fast airplane, great boost, and yeah, they can definitely just get away from me like it's going out of style. But anyways, I realized the pressure is on. They just took our command center, so now we have to take their command center. And here's those MiG-15s that I was talking about. Just look how fast these planes are. They're really annoying to try and catch. I mean, granted, if you don't have the aim of a stormtrooper like I do, might have been a little bit nervous when I was playing this game just because of who we were facing. But yeah, my aim was definitely a little bit off there. Big time, actually. I have a couple times in this game when I'm just like, wow, what am I doing? But anyways, we finally pick up the kill there, and I go back in, and yeah, there's another MiG-15, and these things are just very, very, very fast. That's all I can say about him anymore. He's trying to take me out of the cap, which is not where I want to go, but I think I end up outside the cap, yeah. But we had just taken that command center. I see the bombers, but there's no point in going after bombers if they are attacking my airfield. Definitely would have been, valuable if they were going for my command center and they're passing by me. Sure, I'll jump on the bombers. But if I'm playing and I see that they're going to go for a garrison or something that's pretty weak, like an airfield, as you guys all may know just by watching this game, an airfield is going to require more than just the ground targets destroyed to be captured. So if the bombers are going for your airfield, you don't have to worry about that. But anyways, I find myself in a kind of an uncomfortable position here. I'm around 2,000 meters, but everything is just playing so much higher than my, not so much my altitude cap, but where I was at that point. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to have to get up here and deal with these guys, and thankfully the MiG-15 comes down to play with me. The key starts coming down. Looks like he was having maybe stalling out there. I'm starting to stall as I get that high, and I'm left up here with the WOWP 2.5.2, which if those 30s hit you, you're gonna just disappear. But I literally spend most of my game here fighting the key and the MiGs off and on. And then I get smoked by the HC3 right there. And that's definitely something that I would take advantage of if I was in a heavy. You want to look for those fighters who are just not so much out of their role, but fighters are definitely slower once they get to that tier, or sorry, once they get to that altitude. So if you're in a HG2, HG3, and you see a fighter up high, it's pretty much a guaranteed you're going to kill them. So anyways, I could respawn, and it's kind of a good thing that I died because I need to get here and attack this command center. We just knocked out an airfield, and I see Oliviaco down there, and I'm like, not so much. I could have gone on the GA there, but realistically, I'm in a fighter, and I'm in a light fighter at that. So if I would have tried to attack the GA, then I would have most likely just gotten blasted out of the sky by his tail gun, or probably killed by one of these Spitfires as I was trying to kill him. So you always want to go for the weaker targets, the guaranteed points, and air defense aircraft are a great. They're great for points. Now, if you look here, again, Stormtrooper aim, but I have a feeling there's a little bit of desync going on here because a lot of those shots should have been hitting and his health wasn't moving. But I could definitely probably just, contribute that to me just aiming like a Stormtrooper there. But anyways, I'm leaving here, and I'm like, man, I just need to capture this command center. The pressure's on. We are down in score still. And now it's squall line. It's, I'm sitting here just getting shot at by AA. And they just knocked out another command center. Everything is just going against all odds here. And my bots were able to flip that command center, thankfully. It's really nice when the bots on your team definitely pick up your slack. And I had a lot of slack this game. Definitely a bot GA is something that's pretty valuable if they're pretty good. I haven't seen any bot bombers that have just impressed me. They really don't. But again, still neck and neck this game. And it's not over until it's over. I have another replay of the game ending with the point difference was 3 points. So I'll be posting that one probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, that was an exciting game as well. But I just want to, put this video out there and, basically show everybody that, don't defeat yourself before the game starts. But back to the game, pilots out. I'm facing this MiG-15 and this key. Again, same two planes I've pretty much faced the whole game. So I'm going in, and normally, I can't hit crap, as it is, but it's even worse when your pilot's out. But some magical reason, I was actually landing my shots in the key there. Finally get him out once my pilot comes back. I see Green Bay down there. Again, it's squall. I'm not going to go after their GA. He's going for the airfield. That's just kind of a losing battle. At this point, we get the upper hand. We lead them by points. And I'm just going to chase down this MiG-15. I thought he was going to turn into their cap, but obviously he didn't. He makes a left. He keeps us out of cap. Kind of like a dummy, I follow him. But at this point, the game's over. They have 4 people left. We have the point lead. And yeah, my blood pressure is starting to come down at this point. It's definitely a relief when you realize, holy crap, you just beat 2 of the best players in the game. And I wouldn't say we beat them, but I would not chalk up any credit to us by any means. But I did, I really just want to convey to everybody, again, you can't defeat yourself before the game starts because, you never know what's going to happen by the end. But again, shout out to you, Oliviaco and Green Bay. You guys are definitely the best at what you do. Top 10 players by far in games played and win percentage. And definitely when you guys are in your ground pounders, you're a nightmare to face. But you just kind of got screwed by our bots there. And yeah, just a horrible game for you guys, unfortunately. You guys played well, but you got beat by people who didn't even break 10K. So that sucks. But moving on to the hangar, let's go take a quick look at the score screen. I ended up number 1 there, which I was kind of confused about at first, but it kind of made sense once I looked at it. I ended up getting 12 air kills, and DM got like 5, whatnot. But he was mostly just kind of toying with the enemy bots as much as he could. He was trying to weaken the heavier targets to make it so that the bots can come in and kill them. But definitely pulled out a decent win there. Um, Roughly about 6K experience. Gained a new pilot skill there, so not so much, not so bad. It's about 9 minutes played. Again, only 7,200 score, which is super low. Um, I definitely don't feel that we deserve that win, but at the same point, coming from a GA player myself, it's a lot easier to rack up those scores in a GA than it is a bot, or sorry, than it is an air fighter. Just because the fact that fighters pretty much are only going to fight fighters. GA, you can just get into a cap, kill soft targets like I mentioned in my last video, and you're just going to rack up a score that's pretty impressive. But once again, shout out to you, Oliviaco and Green Bay, and as always, good game. Thank you everybody for watching, and you have a good night. Take care.